Hello, 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 everybody, and good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody has been having a great weekend. Okay. Okay, Des, I got you. Got Mama there waiting. Good morning, everybody. Let me get my chat up here. All right. And we are set. So, reads this morning, you guys. So, what did you guys think about this 599 or 699 pages of the Brian Koberger stuff that we went through? I'm going to pin that, sister. Thank you. Good morning, Nana. Good morning. Good morning. Jody, good morning. Okay, Mitch, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. I don't know how your guys' weather has been, but ours has been, we have been freezing up here in the great north. I'm telling you, it has been cold. I think this morning when I went outside, it was like 47 degrees. It is getting a little bit warmer now. I think it's about 68 outside now. The sun is finally out. We've had rain, so it's been wet and damp and cold and for the last 4 or 5 days. And today is the first time I see the sun in a while. Good morning, Deborah. Tanya, long time no see. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, everybody. So don't forget, you guys, tomorrow is Labor Day, I think, in the US and Canada. So Tuesday, Barry Morphew. And tomorrow I will be going over some new filings in the Barry Morphew case. So you don't want to miss that. He is making all kinds of demands, and I don't know where he thinks he is, but he's charged with first degree redrum of his wife, and he seems to think he's at the Holiday Inn or the Hilton or something, and he should have all these privileges. So we're going to go over that tomorrow, the new paperwork that's been filed just before his status conference hearing, which is going to be held on Tuesday. And I will be covering that. Now I'm going to have to go and look at the paperwork, but it's going to be early enough in the morning. I think it's going to be like before noon my time, Eastern. Because usually depending on where they're having it in, I don't even know where they're having it. Let me see if I've got it written down here. Let me just check the record. How about that? Whoops, wrong one. Barry Morphew. Let me just see, because I want to make it. Hang on, let me just see. Media coverage. I hate the way that Colorado does this. Let me see if it's in here. Okay, so he's set to appear in this court September 2nd. So Tuesday. Let me just change my calendar because I know I will forget to do it tomorrow. So September 2nd, but I'm trying to find the date, the time. Okay, let me just try here. Whoops. 1:30 p.m. What? September 2nd at 1:30. So it's going to be in the afternoon. Alamosa. Hang on. Alamosa courtroom. I think makes first court appearance. Hang on. Let me just see here. Make sure for sure. Sorry, you guys. I should know this offhand, but I don't. They're going through. Just give me the date here and time. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so they're 2 hours behind. So it's supposed to happen at 1:30, so it'll be 3:30 Eastern. So I'll go live probably around 3:15. So if you do want to see that hearing, find out what's going on. It's a status conference. He's asking for all kinds of things. We'll go through that paperwork tomorrow. I don't want to bring it up today on the live reads because that is court related stuff and I'm trying to keep it separate. So, but it is on Tuesday. So if you do want to see that, watch for my thumbnail. Make sure you're subscribed and watch for that thumbnail to come out probably tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon. But we will go over the paperwork tomorrow at some point in time, hopefully tomorrow morning. So how has everybody been doing this weekend? How is everybody? Let me get that off my screen. How is everybody? So if you do want a mini read, you guys, please get it in. It looks like so far we only have Des. Because if I don't see a lot of interest in it, then I just wrap it up. Because there are other things we could all be doing, right? So you can have a mini read or you can ask a question. It's totally up to you. I've been allowing a little bit of questions if you have a specific question that you really want answered, but you got to realize that your loved ones who are on the other side, they give you the information that they think you need to know that you wouldn't otherwise know in advance. And generally it's to try and protect you and to give you a heads up. They don't like spoiling surprises, but they have been known to give little hints. Oh, yes. Thank you, Unspoken Butterfly. Yes, you did. You paid twice last week. Thank you for reminding me because you know my memory. I would have forgot. But now that you mentioned it, thank you because I do remember now. And Des too. Des paid in advance too. So, okay. Yes. I'm glad I got subscribers like Unspoken Butterfly and Sister and K-Mitch, and they keep me on my toes and they do remind me because they know that my memory is shit. I haven't had a chance to even redo my nails yet, you guys. So please forgive me for the nasty looking paint job on my nails. I've been doing a lot of yard work and a lot of trying to get these new security cameras up, and they've been a pain in the butt. And it hasn't helped that it's been raining like cats and dogs lately. So, okay, well, let's get going on the reads. So far we have Des and Unspoken Butterfly. If anybody else wants a read or wants a question answered, please get it in before I am done these two readings. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up for the day because there's lots of stuff we could all be doing instead of just idle chit chat, right? Okay, Des, let's see what we got for you. Hopefully no cards go in the basement. My back is killing me today, so I don't want to have to bend down and get them. And I thought I had a good setup here where I have this little area. I've got like an L-shaped desk. So my desk goes like this and like this. So right down here is where the two corners meet. So this is the part that you guys see, and there's another part that goes this way. But there's this little hole right here. I do have a drawer there. I suppose I could open that. I don't know. Anything I need to know about my brother Chuck and anything my daddy wants me to know from above. I got you. Whoops. See, there we. Okay, there we are, Des. A grumpy red fairy. Uh-oh. Grumpy red fairy come out for Des. What does that mean? Usually means there's going to be some things going on that's going to piss you right off. Sorry to use them words, but we'll see. Give us some clarification on the grumpy red fairy. And you can see she's not looking too happy. So I think there's going to be some things that are coming this week that are going to kind of piss you off. Okay, there's one. One more, please. One more, please, for Des. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's take the first one. Find the lesson. This is about discovering the purpose in a situation and trust that you're learning what you need to know. And you see the exit here. You see the women all getting together talking about something. And here's the guy stage exiting. I'm out of here. He's going to try and pull something, sister. Follow the white rabbit. This is some kind of opportunity following, like going down the rabbit hole. Like, it's okay. Well, let's go down there and see what's down there, right? I don't think it's a rabbit hole. It's not going to be good. I feel like almost like been there, done it. And it's almost like there's going to be a different outcome this time. Okay, so let's see with finding the lesson. And I feel like this is you guys all getting together and talking about all the shit that he's pulling. I don't know, man. It's not looking, from what I'm seeing right now, it's not looking good. I think that there's going to be a big surprise coming up. The King of Wands, nasty. This is somebody who's very nasty. It's in reverse, nasty and temperamental. Going to use things against you. He's going to be out of character. Justice. Look at the dishonesty. This is in reverse. This is all about dishonesty. So we've got the grumpy fairy, so something's going to happen. This is also legal flaws and unfairness with the justice in reverse. So I believe something's going to happen on the 5th that you're not expecting. He has something up his sleeve. I almost feel like if you think that he's gotten nasty before, he's going to be really, how can I say it? Like, I know what I'm being shown. It's almost like under your breath comments. Like when you say something passive aggressive. And that's how I feel he's going to be this week with you, with what you've got going on this week, there's going to be a lot of passive aggressive shit that he's going to pull. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be abusive. Um, and like I almost see him flip flopping, like talking like really nicely and this and that, and then throwing in a dig, and nicely and throwing in a dig, and this and that, but this and that. Something is going to happen that you're not expecting this week. I don't know what this is going to be, but with the justice in reverse, this is a lot of lies and bullshit, a lot of dishonesty, unaccountability, unfairness. So you're going to come out of this week feeling like you've been effed over big time, not only by the justice system, but by him. Okay, let's see about going down this rabbit hole. What and why is that there? There we go. The hangman upside down. This didn't have to happen. It didn't have to go this way, but you pushed me to my limits. He's got something planned for this week, sister. Sorry to say it, and I don't think it's going to go in your favor. Look at this one sideways. It wants to come out, so we're going to take it. The Emperor. This is like a coldness. Like he doesn't care anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm tired of coming in and out of these courtrooms with you guys. Today is going to be the day. No holes barred. I'm going to bring up every low down thing that I can. And this is like a sacrifice. Like, it didn't have to go this way. But now I'm going to go full force. And this is an injustice. This is like legal flaws. This is an unfairness happening. There's going to be a lot of dishonesty that he's going to be spewing. And a lot of, he's not going to be accountable for anything. And I kind of feel like the judge is going to rule for him. I do feel like there's even going to be like a counter. The counter is going to come out this week. Wow. Sister, be prepared. Like, get every bit of evidence you can together, because he's going like this. The saying I'm getting is balls to the walls. Okay, let's see. The mirror. Mirroring each other. You want to do this to me? Watch what I do to you. Heartbroken. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, a breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. Yeah. I don't think this is going to go your way this week, sister, and I'm sad to say that. He's got something up his sleeve here, and it's gonna shock you. Like, I think some of the things that he's gonna say and do are something that you never expected. Like, how low can you go? He's going there. He's going there. And I do feel like there's going to be an injustice. That's what's come out. Charlotte, hello, hello, hello. Let me just get you written down here. And you want a mini? Okay, hang on a second here. Charlotte says, I've never gotten a mini before. I'm excited. Okay, so let me just get back to Unspoken Butterfly. So you are up now, and you want to know anything I need to know about my brother Chuck, and anything my daddy wants me to know from above. Okay, that's what Unspoken Butterfly is hoping to get from this read. Hopefully, whoever is on the other side will answer that for you. I can't control what comes out, but I'm going to tell you what comes out. So you want to know anything you need to know about your brother Chuck and anything your daddy wants you to know from the other side. Okay, one's flipped over. We see it right here. Snow angels. The signs are with you already. This is telling me that there's information that you already, in your heart, you know, you just may not want to accept. So I feel like when I get the snow angel, it's almost like all the signs are already there, but you're having a hard time accepting it. So you're going to have to decipher. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. You're going to have to decipher what this is referring to. I don't know your situation. So, but I can tell you what this card is saying. It's saying that deep down, you already know the answers to the questions you're asking. It's just you're having a hard time accepting that. Okay, let's get some clarification on that. So why did that come out, please? Oh, there's one flipped. Belonging to your own dream, creating your own life. See that? Belonging to your own dreams, creating your own life. I want to see what else comes out with this because this can mean several different things. The way it is right now with the snow angel, but I want to see what else comes out with it. This sometimes is all about letting go, having to let it go of things or people for your own good. But let's see what comes out with it. And that's going to give me a better understanding of what it is trying to tell you here. There we go. You can't go back to yesterday. Yeah, this is all about you're going to have to accept. Let me just take off my sweatshirt here. I am boiling. Ugh. Come on. Whew. For some reason, it's gotten really hot in here. It's heating up outside, so that could be the problem. Okay, so with the snow angel, this is all about you already know. I feel like the signs and the answers to the questions that you seek, you already know, but you're having a hard time accepting it. And this is, you know, you're going to have to follow what you think is best for you. This is belonging to your own dreams. This is about following what you want, what's best for you. And this is about letting go of the past or letting go of someone that is not, if they're not with you, they're against you, right? It's almost like if certain things are causing problems for you or something is causing problems for you, it's time to let it go. That's what this is like. Follow your own dreams. And then with this, you can't go back to yesterday. It's telling me that you can't change what's happened here. It's always going to remain. And even if there's some forgiveness on your part towards whatever this is, the answers that you're seeking that deep down you already know the answers to, even if there's some kind of forgiveness there, it's always going to be in the back of your mind and it's going to affect any future relationships with this. But let's get a couple more cards here. So why is this? Why does this have to be this way? Because of the Nine of Swords. So whatever this is, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around it. You have a lot of anxiety around it. And I feel like it's, oh, okay, so there's two more that come out. I feel like whatever this is has caused you a lot of anxiety. Okay, Two of Wands. We're going to do the Two of Wands first. This is like almost like feeling stuck by yourself with no help. In the upright, I would have rathered this come out in the upright, but it hasn't. This because in the upright it talks about planning for the future, but this is almost like you're at a standstill. You're stuck, almost like alone in this situation, and you're fearful now of this change that's happening. I don't know if this is with something like a move or something like that, or a relationship, but things that you had expected to happen are going to be delayed. There's a lot of indecision with this too. And we've also got the world in reverse. This is delayed success. So I do feel like things are going to work out. But I feel like there's also going to be some failed attempts before things finally go your way. But I'm also feeling like I'm getting like forgiveness isn't forgetting. And it's always going to be like there. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, the Ed of Pentacles, this is like a new job. So I feel like there's going to be some opportunities that you're going to take, or that are going to be presented to you to maybe help you get past this, because this is, you can't go back to yesterday, right? Things will never go back to the way they were. So there's going to have to be some changes made. So this could be a change in how you get income, or even self-employment, starting something new for yourself that you don't have to rely on anybody else. But I'm getting like a huge feeling like nothing will ever be the same again. And it can't be, because even if it's forgiven, it's never going to be forgotten, and it's going to continuously cause problems. So that's why I said with this card here, it's almost like letting go of something. And it's for the better good. Even though, you know, you may have setbacks and things may not be going as quickly or as planned, it doesn't mean that things aren't going to... Okay, that was me. It doesn't mean that things are not going to happen for you. It's just going to be a little delayed. I don't know why it seems to me like somebody's like putting something at a stalemate here. The Seven of Pentacles. See, but this is telling me your hard work and sticking by what you know you need to do, it will end up paying off. And then I've got the Death in reverse. Again, this is like, don't take this as somebody dying or whatever, because with me, I'm getting, with the Death card, I'm getting that this is the fear of change again. I've got the change over here, like change isn't easy for you. And I feel here too, it's coming out with the Death card in reverse. Like if you hold on to this instead of letting it go, it's going to be out of fear of the change. But the change is needed for you to go forward, if you're getting what I'm meaning here. Okay. So I don't know if that's from the other side, your daddy telling you this is what you need to do. But I see a lot of what I'm being shown is like, you keep yourself in certain situations because you're afraid of what's on the other side. So like, you're afraid to make this decision because you don't know how it's going to turn out. You know what I mean? It's like the not knowing. You got to start having more confidence in yourself, and don't let anybody bring you down. Stick to what, the plan, to what you want. Even though it may get hard at times, hey, things aren't always easy. Unconditional love, self-love. This is all about showing yourself the love that you gave to somebody else. It's about giving that love now to yourself. Okay, there's two more here. Let's get them. Paradise. Paradise. So this, like, things are going to work out for you. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And this is the separation, even though it's going to be sad to either give this up or give this person up, letting go of something, even though this separation is going to make you sad. And again, with this, it's unsure of the future, but you got to have faith in yourself. But this coming out is telling me you do need to let go of something or someone. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results, right? You got to do something new. So that is for you, Unspoken Butterfly. And then we got Charlotte. So if anybody else would like a read, please get it in now before I'm done Charlotte's read. Could that be the support that we know is going bad, or could be the custody? I don't know, sister. I think there's a lot of we're going to talk. After I'm done the reads, I'm going to call you. You're very welcome, Unspoken Butterfly. Have faith in yourself, girl. Don't let nobody discourage you from doing what is right for you. Because as much as you can forgive somebody, you will never forget. So, like, say somebody stole a bracelet from you. You may have forgiven them, but you're never going to allow them back in your house to do it again, right? And if you do, because I've also got you keep doing the same things and expect a different result. And you always end up, even though it may take a little bit of time, you always end up with that same result, right? So now it's time to do something different, and it's time to do things for you that are best for you. Never mind everybody else. You've been doing that too long. Do what's best for you, regardless. You're going to be okay. You may have some setbacks, but you are going to be okay. Okay, Charlotte. Let's see what we got for you, Charlotte. What do those loved ones of yours on the other side wish for you to know? Let's see. Charlotte, I'm going to tell you right now, before I even start this, somebody is screaming at me, Bobby, whoever Bobby is. Who's Bobby? Is Charlotte still here? Who's Bobby? Because somebody's screaming at me, Bobby. Now, I don't know if that's from the last one or you, but I'm getting, before I even get your first card, I'm being screamed at Bobby. Or Bob. Bobby. Okay, Charlotte, let's see. Releasing your powers. Releasing your powers. The Dress of Alchemy. This is almost like, could be two different things. I'm going to see what comes out with it, but this could be either, somebody who's like a control freak, finally giving up a little bit of control and let somebody else take over. And I'm not saying like take it all over, but I feel like this can be like somebody who's very controlling, or somebody who has a lot of power that, how can I say this? I don't want to say like people are afraid of this person because they're very high up, but they hold a lot of power, like the monarch of the family or something. But this could also be you about having to release some kind of control. But let's see. I'll see what comes out with it. Okay, well, that could be for Unspoken Butterfly too, because I was being screamed at Bobby or Bob. I had to say it because I heard it. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not meant for you. It's meant for somebody else who is here. A Dress of Alchemy. Releasing the power. This could be also somebody giving up their power. Well, okay, there's two that came flying out. Finding the lesson. See, this is somebody exiting. Bunch of women together here. This is somebody walking out. So this card can mean many different things compared, depending on what it's paired with. And here it's almost like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm leaving it all to use. And I'm not saying like, I don't know. Let me see what this one is. Uncertainty. Who will you become? This is uncertainty. So this is almost like, I feel like somebody is giving up their power over something or someone, because this is all about finding the lesson. Somebody wants to be, unless this is you giving up your power and saying, well, here, you do it. You take it over and see how you do with it. Because somebody's about to be taught a lesson here. And it's led to a lot of uncertainty. Oh shit, what's going to happen now? So this is either, let's see, it's being very vague, but somebody is about to learn a big lesson. It's almost like, look at, I took control of all this and dictated, and I'm probably using really strong words there, but it can be like, like an overprotective parent or something like that, an overprotective husband, an overprotective wife. This is somebody who is used to being in control, and they're about to say, okay, you think you can do a better job, or you think, you can make better decisions? I'm out. It's up to you guys now. And this is the uncertainty. Like, it's like, oh shit, we wanted more leeway, or I wanted more leeway, but can I really do this? Can I really do what's right? That's what I'm getting from this. So it's like, be careful what you ask for. This can also be you giving up your power and saying, here you go. You think you can do it better? There you go. Do it. Let me see. Let me see how that's going to turn out for you. So you can apply that however you feel it fits your situation. Because I feel like either you're going to have to take over the power from somebody, or you're finally giving up the power. It's like I'm tired. But it's here like, oh shit, how's this going to go? Let's see. This one wanted to come out. Okay, so finding the lesson. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is like a bad investment. Somebody finding out that it's not all a bed of roses, because this is a failure. Somebody's going to fail. Somebody's about to fail. Somebody's going to be taught a lesson, because whatever they're trying to do here, they're going to fail at. They're also, this is some kind of bad investment, because I see a lack of funds. So did they think that they could make more money doing something, or shit, that was me. But I feel like there's some kind of financial aspect to this. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to give you a hypothetical, because it's very hard to explain this type of read, because I don't know if this is you or this is somebody else, but it's somebody that's about ready to give up control and they're exiting. Okay, have at it. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of failure, deceit, bad investments, bad decisions that are going to be made, whereas this person wouldn't have made those bad decisions, bad investments. And I do feel like, because of the Pentacles being on top of this, it's going to have to do with money. Somebody's about to lose some money, and it's going to be bad decisions, and it's going to be because whoever this is, whether it's you or somebody else, has stepped back and said, fine, you think you can do better, do it. And it's going to backfire on whoever it is that wanted more control, or to take the control from this person. The Four of Wands, this is like, a lot of times I get this, like my Five of Wands is a bully. The Seven of Wands is more or less like, I'm going to stand up for myself. And it's like, you guys can come at me all you want. I'm still going to stand up for myself. So it's almost like, is somebody, whoever this is that's going to fail, they're going to try and blame it back on you. So I do feel like this is you. And it's almost like somebody's going to try and blame the failure on you, even though they're the ones that wanted more control. You know what I mean? So I see you saying, okay, well, whatever, do it your way then, but it's not going to work out so well for this person doing it their way. So by you stepping aside and saying, fine, I'll wash my hands, you do it your way, we'll do it your way, we'll see how that turns out. It's not only going to cost the money, it's going to be a bad decision, or a bad investment that they make, but they're still going to try and turn around and blame it on you. You can't win. You can't win. That's just like, a father. I'm going to give you a hypothetical. This is like a father saying, okay, like, I'm tired of you babying our child. I'm going to take over with the discipline and everything else. And then, so you get, okay, you take care of it all then. And the way that he does things leads to the child getting in more trouble than what he would have if you would have stayed in charge of the discipline. But then he's going to turn around and blame it on you anyway. You know what I mean? So that's like the hypothetical that I'm trying to get at. There's something that you're saying, okay, I'll step back. You think you can do better? Here you go, do it. I'm out of here. Have at it. And then it causes more problems. And it has to do with money. So there's either a bad decision or a bad investment that's going to happen, but this person's going to try and blame you, or they are going to try and blame you anyway, even though you gave up control of the situation. The uncertainty, worry, regret, worry and regret with the Three of Cups coming out. This is a betrayal. So be careful, because I feel like there is also a betrayal here. And you're not going to see it coming. This can also be a very toxic friendship with Three of Cups in reverse. But to me, it's a betrayal. Somebody's going to betray you. And has it got something to do with this over here? Possibly. But I've also got a toxic friendship. So this betrayal is going to come from a friend, or who you thought was a friend. That could very much be involved with this situation also. You got to be careful. This one wanted to come out, so let's take it. The Hierophant. Okay, so this is almost like somebody who's very traditional, with the Hierophant coming out. Somebody very traditional, has very high standards, morals, values, stuff like that. And it's almost like they're going to come back and beg for you to fix this. But being like like a Hierophant, it's almost like, well, this is what you guys wanted. I want to get an overall, because I've seen situations like this, and it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because if you don't step back and let somebody else take the lead on it, you're going to be classified as like a control freak or a bully or something like that. But then when you do release some power and let one or more people take on that task or role or whatever, and they end up making bad decisions that end up either costing money or costing this to fail, where you would have brought it forward, they're still going to blame you for the failure. This is a betrayal of a friend. A friend is going to betray you. And then we got the Hierophant. This is them coming back and asking almost for forgiveness. And it's almost like, I don't know, it's weird. Okay, let me get, okay, it didn't come. It didn't go sideways. I thought it went sideways. It didn't. Okay, let's see. See, yeah, the Hermit. This is inner guidance, searching for the truth. This is also contemplating things like, do I really want to put myself back? And then we got the Judgment that also came out. So it doesn't matter what you do in this situation. I feel like this is you, that somebody is accusing you of being a control freak, that you never listen to anybody else, blah, blah, blah. We want to take control of this. So you do say, against your better judgment. Okay, there you go. Take care of it then. They're going to fail at it, fail miserably. It may end up costing a lot of money, but they're still going to blame you anyway with that. And then over here, we've got a toxic betrayal from a friend. So this is a betrayal from a friend. And I feel like you have seen some of this person's traits, but you've sloughed it off. You know what I mean? Almost like you're not looking at the red flags that were there, and you chalk it up to, oh, they're not in a good mood today. They've had a bad day, whatever. But I feel like there's a lot of toxicity in this friendship that is going to show itself. um, with this betrayal. And I feel like the person's going to come back and say, okay, I'm sorry, please forgive me. But you're going to have to really, even though your morals and values say, okay, you forgive your friend, your family, whatever. I feel like there's going to be something here that's going to really um, hold you back from doing that this time. And then when I get the hermit and the judgment, it's almost like, okay, now I seen who you really are, because this is all about finding the truth, looking for the truth, and then the judgment's going to come. Um, this is a lot of, awakening. You're going to be awakened to a lot of things that you closed your eyes to before, and you're going to see people for who they truly are. Be careful with situations like this. But you are going to see a friend for who they truly are. They're going to show that other side. The golden mirror. See, self-absorbed narcissist, a one-sided relationship. Okay, the golden mirror. Somebody thinking they're better than somebody else. A real narcissist. Is that this person too? Was it always all about them? And it's like, you chalked it up to, oh, they're in a bad mood, they're going through stuff, whatever. But no, they are a total narcissist, really self-absorbed. And then they love bomb you, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean, I was in a bad mood, blah blah blah. Who do you have that's like that? And it seems to be a cycle, right? Just like abuse, like the abuse cycle. Keep it zero, have faith. Love is coming. So this is also a new relationship on the horizon for you. I don't know if you're married, separated, broke up, in the middle. I don't know, but this is telling me there is new love coming your way. There's also going to be an invitation that's given to you, and it's going to come as a surprise. So watch for that surprise invitation that is coming your way. Be careful of this toxic friend. I feel like they're about to really show their true colors to you about who they really are. And I believe that there was red flags in the past, but you're finally going to see this person for who they are. Okay, so that is you, Charlotte. So there is nobody else that wants a read. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Charlotte says, I'm not sure who Bobby is. Unspoken butterfly, who's Bobby? Or somebody in the room. We got 11 people in here. We don't have 11 people chatting. So somebody in here, Bobby is coming through. So I don't know if you're sitting there in the background just lurking and thinking about somebody, but Bobby is screaming at me and it's still there. So you're very welcome, Charlotte. Who's Bobby? Who's thinking of Bobby? I said we got a lot of lurkers here. And as I was shuffling up for Charlotte's read, I kept being screamed at, Bobby. Anyone? Anyone going to come forward and tell me who Bobby is? It's for somebody in this room. Bobby. So whoever you are, Bobby is trying to get a message to you. My brother is Bobby, who passed away. Okay, Mitch. Okay. He died in Iraq. I feel like it's somebody, I'm being drawn to K Mitch, sis, only because um I feel like it's somebody who wasn't chatting and you've been chatting. You know what I mean? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards and see, and we'll see if it resonates with you, K. Mitch. Okay, Bobby, what's the message? And Des, I guess you're going to know if it's you or if it's K. Mitch. I'm going to just pull. Bobby, give me the message. Give me the message, please, Bobby. There it is. The sun, joy, success, celebration. They're saying that they want you to celebrate. And justice. This is stop worrying about the injustice that happened. I know it wasn't fair. So what I'm feeling right now is whoever this Bobby is with the sun, he wants you to just celebrate. So I don't know if the date or time of his death is coming up. But he's saying don't worry about the injustices that were done. It's not affecting him on the other side. He says it wasn't fair and there'll never be accountability for it. So this is going to be somebody who was, their death was never, there wasn't a fair outcome. So with the injustice coming out like that, it's almost like, no, it shouldn't have happened. Is there an overdose or something? I don't know. Something shouldn't have happened the way that it did, but it happened. And not that he's okay with it happening, but he's come to terms with it. So there was some kind of injustice. Either it shouldn't have happened the way that it did, or somebody wasn't held accountable for it. Willow, I've watched you for a long time. Can you say why you don't do reads on health? I don't, because a lot of people, I'm going to tell you the truth, K. Mitch, a lot of people, I did a read once. Somebody asked me to do a read, and I did the read, and they did something because of that read. Not that it changed what was going to happen. Okay, they had asked something about their mom, and I gave the read on what's happening with the mom. And the person who asked for the read did something, and I'm not going to get into it, but did something that they shouldn't have done because of it. So I refuse to do reads on health. There are times, and some of you in here may have been here when it happened, when somebody's grandson, I believe it was born with major health problems and they didn't think he was going to make it. And I was compelled because they screamed at me from the other side, he's going to be fine. So I said it. And sure enough, that against all odds, that baby pulled through and made it and is happy and healthy today. So see, I just got a full body shiver. So stuff like that, if I'm being screamed at, I'm going to say it. But if they would have been screaming at me, he's going to pass away tonight, he's going to pass away tonight, I would not have shared that. But because my ancestors, my loved ones, my guides from the other side said, no, don't give up hope. The baby's going to be fine. The baby did. Who was it? Des was here. Who was that, Des? It was a regular. Was it Marie? Marie Burks? Was it Marie? I forget who it was. But anyway, yeah. And the baby is fine. The baby shouldn't have lived. And that's what was screaming at me. So that's what I said. And generally, I don't. I shouldn't have said nothing, but I did because I felt like I had to. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but it was somebody that was in here. And they were really upset because the doctors had said the baby wasn't going to, the chances of the baby making it were slim to none. And I said, nope, he's going to be fine. You watch, he's going to be fine. And like within 48 hours, the baby did a complete 180. Hello, Mamie Jean. Welcome. So if anybody else does want a read, please get it in right now. If not, I'm going to wrap it up. I was going to grab a read. Is it too late? Nope, it's not too late, Kate. And if you have a specific question you want me to ask, including it, you can go ahead and do that too, because I've been allowing like just little bit, you know what I mean? Because it's up to them on the other side what comes out anyway. But we can always ask them if there's something. I think it was her. Was it Marie, Tanya? It was just wild. And it's like, nope, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. And they kept screaming at me to say it. So it's like, okay, I said it. Nope, the baby's going to be fine. I remember it like, oh my gosh. Me, my bad memory, I do remember certain things and stuff like that. I remember because I broke my own rule by saying it. Here's Kate. Let me get you written down, my dear. I have done, Mimi, I've done many reads on her. I did one recently. You may have to look under the video tab. Um, but there was one I did recently on her. Let me see if I can't get the read for you. Hang on, give me a second here. Kate, did you want a question or a mini? Um, where is it? I've done several on her. But we just talked about summer. It could have been, I'm not seeing it. The last one that's coming up is 2024. But I can show you this one. I can put the, hang on a sec here. Here's the link to that one. Oh, you did watch them? Okay. I did speak about her recently because there was remains that were found somewhere. And I said, look, this is where she is. And I still believe she's in the same area. I have gotten nothing new regarding summer, so I don't generally do any updated reads unless I get something new in my morning polls. Okay, Kate. Tanya says, I think it was in the chat. Yeah, I think it was Marie. And Mimi. Well, thank you for watching them all, Mimi. I know I did talk about her not long ago. I don't know which live it was in, but there was something going on with, they had found bones or something. I don't know. And it had came across that, no, there's nothing new on Summer, and she is exactly still in the same place where she was, which is up the road. If you go to the one Summer Wells, the mapping of where I believe she is, she's still there. They haven't moved her from that spot. Strange Valentine, love is strange. Kate Bell, love is strange. Strange Valentine. This can sometimes be a secret admirer. Or, depending on what comes out with it, something that's going on in your love life. Let's see. That was me, or I would have taken them. Well, let's take them. They came out. Follow the white rabbit going down, and don't drink the poison. You know what? I'm going to take 2 more because I believe that those were me. Because I'm already getting, I'm going to even take these away because that's not the vibe that I'm getting right now when this came out. You guys know automatically I get something, but then I try and wait to see what comes out. Those two, I went like this and went over my finger. That's why they came out. Oops, you guys can't see. I went like this and went over my finger instead of shuffling here. And that's how they came out. And I don't believe that those two, although they may, with Don't Drink the Poison, I feel like there's somebody jealous of a relationship you have. So keep that in mind too. But I did that, so I'm not going to keep them out. I want your cards to come out on their own. Oh, that one almost flipped. And it was Don't Drink the Poison. So that is going to be part of your read. Don't drink the poison. That's telling me somebody is jealous of a relationship that you have. If it flips again, I'm keep pulling it out. But I've already acknowledged it, so... Is that it again? No. Because that one almost flipped. It didn't. There's one. I need one more, please. Did one flip? Hang on a second. I think one flipped, but I could be wrong. I'm having a hard time shuffling, you guys. My hand is still frigged up. No. Okay, let's continue the shuffle then. There it is. Okay, so let's take them out as they came. Clock time. Time. This is all about timing. This is all about pressure. Don't be in a rush for certain things. Forget who you are. This is memories no longer. Love is strange. Don't be in a rush. Conditioning falls away. Memories no more. To me, it's weird because I'm being pulled in two different directions, but the one that is the most relevant for me is, I don't know if you feel like you're under pressure or somebody's pressuring you, but I also feel here like somebody's saying, you know what? Think about it. Take your time. And this is some kind of relationship that you deeply, deeply, deeply care about this person. And it's almost like, I don't know if you're trying to pressure yourself, because I almost am feeling like I don't feel like somebody else is pressuring you. I feel like you're putting the pressure on yourself. And then somebody's saying, slow down, take the time you need. I don't know what this is, what this means. Only you're going to know what this means. But this is somebody that, this is either a significant other or somebody that you have a lot of love for. And it's almost like you're pressuring yourself and somebody else is saying, okay, there's no pressure here. Take your time. And the forgetting who you are. This is almost like, like when you're told that you should be doing certain things, it's all about not following the conditioning that, like, people are conditioned. Like when you find someone and you get pregnant, you have to get married. You know what I mean? That's conditioning to me. That's like, you got to follow the social norm. And to me, in this aspect, it's like, you don't got to follow social norms or what's normally expected. You can do things your own way. And it's almost like you've thought about things for a long time, like the memory of no longer. It's almost like, I'm going to make a new memory. I'm going to do things a new way. Let's see. Let's see what this is about. And just remember that just because you might have made bad choices in the past, that's not defining who you are now. Because this is all about maturing and growing up and, not following social norms, like doing things your way, how it's good for you in your life. You know what I mean? The Page of Pentacles, making almost like this is all about making plans. There's some kind of financial thing that's going on here. So I don't know if you're reluctant to do certain things because it may change finances or potential. Like it's almost like you're scared to make certain decisions because you don't want things to change. You know what I mean? But then you're almost pressuring yourself for change because that's the way things should go. And that's falling again in with don't follow the social norms. Follow what is good for you. Let's get another one on the clock time. Come on. Clock time. Clock time. Whoa. Okay. The Four of Swords. This is burning out. This is in reverse. This is like, don't burn yourself out. Don't push yourself so hard to, like, to me, this is beyond obsession. This is like forcefully even trying to change your own thoughts on certain things. And it's like, whoa, slow down, because you're going to end up burning yourself out, because this is somebody who's very relentless. This is somebody that's going to suffer from like some kind of exhaustion. It's pushing things too hard, too fast. You know what I mean? So, and I've got somebody here saying, don't do that. Slow down. Things will be okay. Slow down. Stop putting so much pressure. Um, and the pressure's on you. So, okay, forget who you are. This is about going against the social norms. To me, this is about, I don't care how things were done in the past. I'm going to do things my way type thing. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles, this is about overthinking. You're overthinking things too much. And that's where I think all the pressure is coming from. I don't know if this is overthinking. Like you're overthinking things way too. Okay, there's the last one. You're overthinking things way too much. Let things flow as they may. And even if they're not going in the direction that things normally would, maybe with other people, how other people usually do things, I feel like it's not going according to how others set plans. Like, how can I explain this? It's so freaking hard to explain. Like, like, we'll go back to the relationship thing again. You meet someone, you fall in love, you get pregnant, you have to get married. No, you don't have to do things the way everybody else does. And I feel like by trying to conform to that, you really overthink a lot of things that shouldn't be as hard as they are for you. And it's extra hard for you because of this overthinking and trying to conform to social norms. Where go outside the box, don't stay inside the box. We got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands in reverse to me is a creative block. So it's almost like you are holding yourself back. Let go. Let things flow as they may. And even if they're not going the way that the things are done usually by others, it doesn't matter. You can do it differently, right? You may set a new social norm by doing so. But I feel like you're blocking a lot of your creativity because you are putting such pressure on yourself. Let go, girl. Relax. You're going to burn yourself out. You keep going the way you're going. Okay, let's get some from here. Oh, here we go. There's two. Okay, so we got the Phoenix. This is a new phase. This is a transformation, and this is growth. This is rising from the ashes. So whatever this is, entitling, whether it's something, a relationship, whatever it is that you're putting so much pressure on yourself, you're going to rise above. So if you're worried about things going the way that you want them to, relax a little bit, okay? Let that creativity, that deep creativity, okay, you're not going to do it the way others have done it, but you're not supposed to. This is supposed to be yours. Seduction. This is attraction. Third party interference. Don't let others interfere. Don't let others tell you that you're doing things the wrong way or making wrong decisions that are outside. I'm going back again to this social norm. It's like, well, that's not normally how things are done. Who cares? Don't let third parties interfere with what you've got going on here, whether it's something, whether it's a relationship, whatever this is. Don't let others interfere. Do it your way. This is yours. You know what I mean? And I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself because you want to please everybody. Don't worry about pleasing everybody. Please yourself. That's where things are going to take you in the right direction. That's for you. Kate Bell. Okay, let me see here. Anybody else want every okay, Kate Bell. This is resonating. I am putting tons of pressure to get certain projects complete. Ah, that's my mom coming through. Well, there you go. There you go. Spot on. There you go. You needed to hear it. So that's why that came out, Kate, is because that is something you needed to hear. So if you feel that is your mom coming through and giving you that, hang on to that. It's okay to go off the beaten path and do your own thing, your own way. You don't have to do it like this because everybody else has done it like this. That's how new things are formed, right? So don't put so much pressure on yourself. Go with the flow and go with what's good for you, regardless of what outsiders may say. It's not their project. They're not the ones doing it. You are. And you're the one that's going to either succeed or fail at it, right? It's on you. So never mind what they're saying. Do it your way so it's done the way you want it done. So there you go. So see, sometimes, what comes out comes out. So I can't control it. And sometimes they have advice for you from the other side. Sometimes they are going to tell you certain things that they want you to be aware of so you're prepared. And once in a while, they give up a surprise. I don't like it when they do that because I like surprises. Big hugs, Willow. Thank you. You're very welcome. Big hugs right back to you, Kate Bell. Okay, so if there is nobody else, we are going to wrap it up. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, I don't know why my studio, let me refresh it. My chat is not showing up on studio. Ooh, excuse me. Live chat. That's why. Because I didn't have live chat on. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Kate Bell says, it's funny you say A New Path. Her favorite poem was Two Roads Diverged. Aww. What about Country Roads? Country Roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. All about taking a different path, yeah. And that's exactly what came out here. Who cares if this is the social norm? If that's the way it's normally done, you got to stray off of that and do it your way. Put your touch on it and maybe change the new social norm in doing so without even trying, right? Like somewhere down the line, somehow somebody set a social norm, right? There's somebody that did something to set that social norm. You could be the one that's about to change the norm. You're very welcome. Nana. Hi, Nana. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better today. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up, you guys. It's just after 12. We'll wrap it up. I can maybe get some laundry done. But it is 24 outside now. So 24 is about 71 degrees. So maybe I'll get outside and get some things done outside that I need to get done. So with that being said, you guys, don't forget tomorrow I will be doing a live on the new documents for the Barry Morphew case. And then Tuesday is his status conference. He's been asking a lot of crazy stuff, you guys. And I'm just sickened by it, sick to my stomach about some of these things he's filed. So we're going to go over that paperwork tomorrow, and then Tuesday is his status conference, and I will be covering that live right here as it happens. Okay, so until then, you guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. I'm going to end it like I always do. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye bye for now.